This game is supposed to be funny. I've seen it on Facebook. Let's try this. How do I know? Barely visible. That's fine. What do you want to know what time it is? Okay. Ever is the end, never is the end. Okay. Four two seven.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What does that say? I hate Mondays. Yeah, it says I fucking hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
A memo, huh? What fucking... Oh well. What? Bro, Look, if it was just me and in this whole office, I'd be fucking leaving. I could give a rat's ass. I'd be looking for no memo. I'd be saying, well, I'm the only one here. This place is not operational alone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Left? Is there anything in the... The right looks more appealing.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yes, I did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That does sound good. Get me a nice cup of Morning Joe and coffee going and a donut. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, let's see. 450. Okay. What do we got going now?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
There is. There's a fucking vending machine.
After all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Uh-huh.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
A cold drink. There's nothing fucking there. In there. Oh, look, coffee.
Yes, really, really worth it. Being a room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is. That's a them problem. This is a me problem. I just want to sit back and drink my morning coffee.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You said first open door on my left? I don't like how... You see, I like that room. One, because it looks like it's getting me outside. This one? No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he was
I'm the best at following directions. I just don't want to listen to you. How about that? It's called selective hearing. Do not lie if you're lying right now. You know what? Fuck you. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, I'll stop. Wow.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Pendant. It's not too far of a jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one else to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
Damn
death.
straight, nobody can tell me what to do.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh look, we're here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, it's fucking Monday again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Damn straight.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room.
Okay, shut up.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What happens if I actually listen to him?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck. Ooh, a red button. Can I press it? What happens?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So
Damn
in order
straight.
to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I want to question you on how the hell I got down here. Well, obviously the escalator, but
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
you know what? Fuck you.
No. Right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Oh, I'm trapped.
Clearly- Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, go ahead and get the blueprints. Yeah, I'm making you flip the script.
So we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
If you could see my face right now, I'm rolling my eyes. You're trying to run my ass over, aren't you? Well, you can try. Yeah. Okay then. Oh, am I about to walk into? Bro, this is where Luke got his hand cut off. What
No,
the?
no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What?
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
Boo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
shut
go
up.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game.
What?
Completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
How did I?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Exactly.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
That's the same fucking way. You know what? This is your fault. I want to explore now. Yeah. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to torture. Let you.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
I think I burnt the game, guys.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is fucking alright.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's
You
possible
don't-
the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, how about your brain? You're trying to force me to play the way you want to. I see how it is. Fine, we'll keep going.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Here what comes? You said story. I see it's gotten dark. You know what? I'm not playing your games. You controlling bitch. You want me to play your game, don't you? Fine, we'll play for now. But I will fuck up again. Just to aggravate.
Never mind, not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
You fucking troll. And I thought I was the goddamn troll here.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is
Is
this a
this-
story? I don't think so.
This is where...
Quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Thank God.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Wow.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
You troll me. I troll you harder. Oh, look at me. Yeah, no.
No, no, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, so you've had enough of my shit. Okay. Fair enough.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
No.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
No.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Goddamn. Seriously. Fine, we're playing your game. For now. Jesus. This is gonna be another troll, isn't it?
Got the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Why?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a plant. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
This was your bloody idea.
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh my freaking god. Oh look, we're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Thank you.
Exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Fine.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
How long are you gonna stay?
Oh, no, not you again.
Yeah.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
You know, you like to troll me for so damn long. This is karma. We'll find that. I don't think I can follow that anyway. Oh, a different room.
Choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Oh, goody.
Important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Okay,
starting
you lost
from
me.
the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
You've been playing the confusion.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Please.
Whatever it is that made this schedule, how would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
We stuck here?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
In the meantime, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Did you
Stanley
forget?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You're not gonna expect that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I like what's downstairs. Maybe. Oh, no. We're going back upstairs. Fuck that. Remember that one.
Okay. Execute. Money in the morning. Money in the evening. Money for breakfast. Money crisp. Okay. God damn, we're going this way. Because I don't want to go back down. I'll be back to you in a minute.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Exactly, can we fucking leave?
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Thank you for telling me.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Damn, I wish I was this rich. The fuck do we got? I think this part of the story still in works, it looks like. Oh shit, we're going mining apparently. Into the mining fields we go.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Because you don't question, you just do your job so you get fucking
Stanley
paid.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? If the light is on, call exit 9. I was better off not knowing this. Escape. Mind control. Yeah, we're escaping this motherfucker.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yeah, you know what? Just because you like fucking with me earlier in the game, I don't care. What are you gonna do? Reset
The door
me?
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No thank you.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Damn straight.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh, you asshole! You
Stanley.
don't worry. I'll see you when I wake up. I'll see you in September. And oh,
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Huh?
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
Oh,
exactly
see.
did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Okay, then.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yes, I do. Stanley's computer. Half Stanley's office is to... Okay. Interesting. Very interesting psychological effect, The Office. I don't want to go back to the fucking office. This is actually a pretty cool room. I'm in the credit scene. How? In the game, nonetheless. Oh, it's already written in stone, it looks like. Okay. Oh. Oh, look, we're back.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh, shut up.
Can you see? Can you
Huh?
see how much they need one another?
I can't see shit.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
What?
As you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
No, I'm gonna keep my PlayStation on. Thank you. Oh shit, we're back.
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You can't jump. Was that an ending?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
You only play your game? We'll play your game this time. Let's see what happens.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Test for not getting fired. I have read that alright.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
We're playing your game this time. Next time I won't be so nice.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's see.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do. And a pussy.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of
Oh,
so
this
many
is just
individuals
creepy.
reduced to images on a screen.
Hey!
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can shove it up your ass. Fucking troll.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Nah, let's put it back online. On!
Oh, Stanley.
I did.
Kept you enslaved all these years. You go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw myself off track, you'll only have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode.
Wait, what?
The entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Oh well.
What precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Wow.
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't...
You're an ass.
Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
No, I don't.
You assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you. Running from button to
Shut
screen
it.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Shut
up. Or maybe this big red
You don't know why you're an asshole.
everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be big?
You are just an ass.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment.
Wow.
This is not a challenge. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take
Wow.
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
Wow. What a fucking trip.
It's all the same. All about
Wait a minute.
and believe me,
Fuck you.
You'll be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Wow. The end is loading. Wow. Just petty.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to
I
the
know.
meeting room.
I know it wasn't. You damn
He wanted
straight.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Damn right, on my morning coffee after this bullshit.
A work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh yeah, I haven't really finished this
Stanley
route.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Yes. Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Yeah. No. There's gotta be another way. Huh. Well, we'll find out. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick...
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had they want to commit their life to you?
Oh, nice. Damn.
Get to see something.
What?
Inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That's your dick?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, shit. Good morning. No. I won't press circle. I said no. Make me. I got all day. I got all fucking day. I'm not pressing circle. I don't think it's gonna let
Stanley
fun.
is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Shut up. That's because you're not giving me every option.
Now, he's eating lunch. Now, he's going home.
Can I give him the middle finger?
Back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Bitch.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Damn straight.
Behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic
Nothing wrong with that.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Oh, look, we're the
Each day when he
British.
returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Hey, that's not my problem.
Excited him terribly.
Damn straight. To spend time with the boys. Oh, we're gaming, okay.
He went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare.
As
What are
he
you
wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell my... Okay.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I think I got enough of my shit. Oh, you're asking. You're asking permission. No, I don't. You're a bitch. Leave me alone. Like you said, I don't even have a wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Is this a reverse psychology? Do not press. Definitely press.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
I can, but I don't want to
In a
listen.
way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Can I just fucking leave at this point? You know what? I'm just gonna stay here for a brief minute, see if anything happens, because I'm tired of pressing these same damn buttons.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Please.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This music is new.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm still going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope, did not get back on track because I'm going back the other way. Oh. Motherfucker.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
How about that one I'm being...
See his feet when he looked down.
Good question.
The doors close automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
yes.
he said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have...
Oh, just shut it already.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything is not fun.
I am okay.
Hey man, I'm still... Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone.
Oh my goodness.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh yeah, I don't even hear myself moving now.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, dashed her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, so you're saying I'm crazy.
She turned to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Oh, see?
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow. Tragic. No, I guess we wake up. Yep.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I mean,
Stanley
you...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Ooh, okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. We're about to find out, though. Let me back. Maybe let me back a little. This is not good.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Well, we going down?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
All right.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes. The jump circle? Seriously?
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
No.
Is that it?
I hope
Surely
not.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Could
Well, definitely.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
You put me in the goddamn same room, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
This is a fucking joke.
Greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
Ubisoft, we're looking at you. Call of Duty, I'm looking at you as well.
Right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter.
Oh, he's waiting to tell him it's not Twitter anymore, it's
It builds
X.
up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No.
Try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Nah.
What do you say, friend?
Can I decline? No, I can't. Damn it! This is definitely different.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
No, thank you. I'm walking you over.
You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
That's why I'm ignoring you. Fine. I don't want...
Never mind, you're not a dog.
Oh, we gonna fall to our death?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh, you're a fucking genius. Oh, this is...
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
You know what? This is my fault for going with it.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
I love how they called out PlayStation and has the console I'm playing on. Oh, $1. Can I transfer that to my bank account? No, can't click that. Now what?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this
10 out.
stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
No.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's down here?
Trash, just like you.
God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Funny.
Oh
and
shit.
make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Probably up your ass, Stanley. Up your ass.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, his preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
You are.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
Well, you are.
This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to in areas it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
You did.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well,
damn.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until the end of time.
That was terrible.
Time, everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245.
You know what?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it...
How about we just skip you again?
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Good, we'll make it an hour now.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly... Stanley, you're back. You're back. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a...
You done yet?
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one time?
Yes, I have. We'll do it again. Oh, God, he shut up completely. Oh, I think I pissed him off. Maybe. Do I dare? Hello, Stanley. Fine, I'll be petty too. Set a bomb. On me, maybe? So I can... Do I press the... Do I...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down.
Okay. Oh.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I can do this for... I can do that forever, too. Shut your ass up. I think he's getting more mad each time I'm doing this shit. Is it... What, did you kill someone, Stan? Annoying. Wow. Oh. So wasteland out there. He had the damn apocalypse going on out there. We'll just skip that too. Uh-huh. And I believe that was the rapture. Let me just fucking leave now. Let me leave! Okay. Oh, we withheld time itself, it looks like. Uh-huh, we did withstand time itself. Yeah, boy. looks like we're about to go on a Conan Exiles advent. Okay, am I just gonna be doing this forever? Hey, what's that? The end is coming. I want to bang my head against this glass.
Sitting there, Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
New con. Don't even wanna.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
If it's the same damn shit again, I'm gonna beat your ass, Stanley. Wow. You a bitch.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about
Okay.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The
Oh, we're sawing about that.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh, okay. The end is never
Yes,
the end
you
again.
see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of
Yes.
all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Sounds good to me. Is it in the deluxe edition or?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
I love how they made a meme of the port.
Innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Hear your name in the game. The
For
button.
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
I don't
If you
care.
don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine you're... All right, fine, whatever. It's just a button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here.
You're
I'm
welcome.
done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
No problem. We will do exactly that for you.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too.
Oh,
An
wow.
epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later. Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you're... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Damn. Making a whole meme out of itself. I love how they're actually doing that, to be honest. That's fucking goated.
What else? What other exhibits?
I saw the infinite hole. I want to try that one. The jump circle.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to have
Why?
the sequel.
Oh, you made a whole damn meme out of it, and now you're okay. Whatever, we're doing it. You're welcome. Alright. No screenshots. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that
I'll take a screenshot of it.
The office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
None of them. Oh, we're supposed to pick? Okay. Know it. Happy. No, that was just weird.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
You're an asshole. So you're saying my opinion doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see how the fans like that, phrase, step-niece. Okay, you're just creepy.
No.
Yeah, you should have.
I made my decision, we're moving on.
Okay, as long as you're happy with it. You know, we'll keep going, but as long as you're happy with it, that's fine. Button says Jim. I've already been that way. Where's the infinite hole whistle? Hole whistle. Wait a minute, was it? That was in it. Maybe so. Infinite hole. The infinite hole. It won't end. I'm gonna test that theory. We're gonna test it. You're saying we're going through space and time? Yeah. I'd like to see you try.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Doubt it.
Falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
We'll try it. Ooh.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
how do we get out?
The teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
So you're saying it's not infinite?
On the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay,
Nah.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to do this. It's possible that you slightly
Exaggerated the infinite.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
You exaggerate it. You need to work on that, buddy. I was going to test your knowledge on it. But I guess it's not going to be so infinite after all, unfortunately. Through time and space. We gotta work on that. It's a trophy. Okay, so we've... I guess the last thing is... collectibles. We saw the trophy already that they're trying to fix. What is it?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Typical.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
That's just typical. Well, what the hell? Wow. So far I'm unimpressed. Zero out of 6. 1 out of 6. Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
That was just really lame at that point. I don't know, the Stanley 2 is looking up to be a disappointment.
Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit.
Bucket exhibit?
There's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Thank you. Was it back here then? Are you going that way? It's merch. Oh, okay. Bucket. No cigarettes? Oh, screenshots. I was going to say cigarettes. I was like, that's a given.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Reassurance.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
so a tinfoil hat.
Convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
What do I have to lose? I know.
Can you feel it?
No.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
No, it's made me less appealing.
Buckets seem to go on and on, don't they?
No, they
All
don't.
this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can I drop it now? I don't even want to...
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Alright, I'm taking this bucket and I'm leaving it with... I'm taking it with me to leave. This is... very terrible. And I'll take a sip on this bucket with that. Oh, where's the popcorn? Is this what the bucket's for?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Pretty
I do very
much.
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm looking. Oh. Okay. Okay then. Press
This is the
it.
story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley
Was
worked
not-
for a company in a big building where he was employee
Not expecting
number
that.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say,
This is actually pretty good.
never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is just a reset. Bitch. You had me excited for a sec. Oh, there's the bucket. But you had me fucking excited for a second. Damn.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Can I pop the balloon? No.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just gonna see.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yeah, let's make you suffer.
So the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
This is lame.
And he knew it.
Your
The
bucket
two
is
of them
fucking
were
up.
inseparable.
I'll shove
At
it
this
up your
point,
ass.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
This whole game's a fucking troll.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Ooh.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
Okay.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I tried.
Alright,
I
casket.
implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Loading.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
No, I'm not going that way again. Hey, man. Have I No, I've not actually beaten the game like it's told me to yet.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
And everything was not fine. One more room.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Alright.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Come on.
When at last they came to the source of the Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Wow.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
He'll start talking to it.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Phone's ringing. Is it that one? Is it? No, it is coming. Which phone is it? Is it? I think it's. Is it that one?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Alright. Couldn't leave that damn bucket behind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I'm a little bit slow on that one. Okay.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-Stans? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
We should be... Excuse me. Fine, we'll just go down more. This elevator is a fucking troll. This whole game has fucking been trolling me.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to...